So it really does seem like we might actually be getting a reveal for Pokemon Generation 8 this coming week. It may actually happen. Could it also not happen? Yes, so maybe we should keep our expectations in check, but I am thinking this might be happening. It seems like all signs are pointing towards that. A lot of publications are talking about it. A lot of quote-unquote leakers are coming out of the woodworks. A lot of insiders are perhaps insinuating that there may be something coming really soon. I'm thinking that this is actually happening, and not even because of all of the leaks and rumors, but just because of previous evidence, because Generation 7 was revealed on February 26th, Generation 6 was revealed on January 8th. Usually, or at least within the last couple generations, since they've been launching Pokemon worldwide at the same time, they've been revealing whole new generations early on in the year, so I do think this time around it may be the same case. And on top of that, leading into the 27th Pokemon Day, we are getting some sort of post from all the different Pokemon channels about a generation. On the 20th it was Generation 1, and then the 21st it was Generation 2, and then so on. It seems like we're getting an update for every generation. So, on the 26th it'll be a Generation 7 update, or not an update, just, you know, a little homage to the series I should say. And then, on the 27th, it may be the case that we get our Generation 8 reveal. On top of that, Masuda, you know, the guy in charge of Game Freak who works on the games and stuff, and he's a pretty big deal, well, he's been known for liking to post little references or hints for the next games. He did that with Pokemon Let's Go, it was pretty obvious, in hindsight at least. And now a lot of people are putting a lot of stock into this picture that he posted from Pokemon Go that had a Weedle in it. A lot of people are sort of pointing towards the candies that showed 226. It seems to suggest or hint at the possibility that we may be getting some news on February 26th, the day before Pokemon Day. So it seems fairly likely. It seems like this might be happening. So it could happen. It might happen, guys, and that's really exciting. Now, there's been some leakers coming out saying some interesting things. Some of them I think are fake, some of them I think are legitimate. So let's talk about it. Now let's talk about one that I think is fake, right? A lot of people are sort of bringing it up and not really posting any sources, but here's the thing. There is this person known as a Chinese Riddler who leaked a lot of information about Pokemon Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon in the past. People are now saying that he saw the trailer for Pokemon Generation 8 and it brought him to tears. Except it looks like it's not even the same person. And it may even be the case that this person is just kind of trolling their fans. So I'm not going to put too much stock into this, but let's just say for a moment, to play the hypothetical, that it is real. They're saying they thought it looked really cool and interesting, they weren't a fan of Pokemon beforehand, and that it brought them to tears. What could this mean exactly? Well, it suggests that this is a big change for Pokemon and a big advancement, which would go hand in hand with the rumor that came from Easy Allies and King Zell that this is going to be a game on a higher tier of quality, like a Mario Odyssey or a Smash Ultimate or a Breath of the Wild. Now, I want to stress that when I say a higher tier, that doesn't mean big open world, it just means a bigger effort, a bigger budget, and maybe some changes to the series that a lot of people will really like, for the most part. Of course, there's some people that are always going to disagree, but that's what the rumors suggest, at least, and I think those are fairly credible. But in terms of this Chinese Riddler thing that may not even be the Chinese Riddler, it seems... I'm not going to take this information from this supposed Chinese Riddler too seriously because it doesn't seem too credible. It doesn't really seem like there's too much to back it up. But there is this person on Twitter that's been sort of flourishing in terms of popularity because it seems like they got almost everything right about what would be in the February Nintendo Direct 2 days before it happened. I'll just quickly read off some of the games that they posted right here, and I'll post an image so you guys can see it, but 5 Minutes of Three Houses, Assassin's Creed, Platinum Games, Star Fox, Dragon Quest, Mario Maker, 2D Zelda, Box Boy, Mortal Kombat, Bloodstained, Daemon X Machina, Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy, Yoshi. All of that was in the Nintendo Direct to some capacity. So it does seem like this person has legitimate information, because that's way too much to just be a coincidence in my opinion, and it wasn't like they had anything else it seems. Some people have suggested that maybe they made like 100 or so predictions and they just deleted the ones that didn't make sense. Maybe, but we have no proof of that. I don't think that's the case here. That seems like an extraordinary amount of work for someone who wasn't even that popular to begin with. I don't think that is the case, but at the same time, it could be, so do take this with a grain of salt. But it does seem like this person has reliable information. And on February 20th, they said, Pokemon soon. Not much, but it does kind of go hand in hand with everything else. It does sort of suggest that a reveal really might be around the corner. Now, I went ahead and talked about all the things I would like to see that I think are relatively possible for Pokemon in my previous video. I'll put that in the description or whatever. You can check that out if you want. And also, there is a video talking about the big rumor leaks and stuff regarding a Breath of the Wild tier kind of game. I think those are pretty interesting, so check them out if you're needing a bit more of a Pokemon fix. But it looks like this might be happening really soon, guys. So, you know, I guess it's the last time to make your predictions, your guesses, your wishes, because we may get a reveal next week, hopefully. It may not happen, so be prepared for that, but I'm thinking it might actually happen, and I'm pretty excited for it. But that's it. This is AndresRestart. Thank you so much for listening and watching, everyone. If you love Nintendo content, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, it'd be appreciated. If you have anything to say in the comments, of course, let me know. And I would also like to thank both Mandy Lee Plays and What About Nintendo for subscribing to my Patreon for $1 a month. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. That's all for now, everyone. I'll see you guys all really soon. Take care. Bye.